underground, 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 London in the underground. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. The music for all your needs with great personalities, bringing all wet bands in the land to all broadcasting you straight out from the fall. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. James, that is.
And now it's time for this week's 3-song rock shocker. 2 in your ear, 1 in your rear.
Lover boy, don't mean this. Wow.
from values that I keep. Just a little to start with, just a little more. But just another dime, I'll be anybody's whore. Every hour, every minute, was thinking further, deeper in it. Worry about it later, feel like shit some other day. If you keep giving, then I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see to the end. If you keep giving, then I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see to the end. Why's it gotta be like this? Why's it gotta take everything? I just can't seem to get this. I just wonder what's happening. Give a shit like we're selfish, like we want money for nothing. Just to validate yourself and feel you're doing something. We slave away to fund our dreams, but nothing's ever what it seems. We can't escape from what it takes to try to get away. If you keep giving, then I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see to the end. If you keep giving, then I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see to the end. I'm chasing something I can see, sitting right in front of me. Give me what I wanna be, but then I'll have to pay the fee. You keep giving and I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see to the end. You keep giving and I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see to the end. You keep giving and I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see to the end. You keep giving and I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see to the end.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the London Indie Underground, London's only independent music podcast showcasing some of our area's most talented artists, bands, and personalities. I'm your host, Jimmy James. We're broadcasting you live from the Vault Recording Studio here at Adelaide and Princess. Joined today by the Matadors. Gentlemen,
Hey.
so excited to have you here today.
Awesome.
So, unlike some of our previous podcasts where normally we would have the band come on after the performance, I've invited you guys to sit in for the duration. And usually the first hour of this thing is kind of off the cuff, discussion. In some cases poignant, in other cases lowbrow about, not only music, but all things, related to the music industry. So I figured, having you guys in on the dialogue here at the beginning part of it might certainly add some value, seeing as you guys have been around these parts for some time, and no doubt I've seen an evolution of our scene in London and beyond.
This is our 20th year.
20 years. Wow.
You're as old as Nirvana.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't realize you guys have been around for that long.
Much better shape. Yeah.
Hey-o. Also joining me, Mr. Brendan Eady.
Hey,
How are you, buddy?
I'm tired.
Why is that?
Well, I had to help our friend Katie move this afternoon in the rain,
Right.
but it was nice to get out of the office into something other than pajamas.
And by the office, you mean your house?
Yeah,
And you were actually wearing pajama bottoms?
I was wearing a robe, slippers, and pajamas for the last 3 days because it's actually kind of cool.
Thank you for not leaving the house.
Right?
Like everybody else in that.
I'm not a Western girl.
See, that's how I want
I
to
might
look.
act like one, but
Well, you're wearing their shirt. You're wearing a Western girl shirt right now.
Yeah,
it's a different purple. I checked.
it's a deep V.
Still, it's the V.
Yeah.
It's purple.
It's true.
I think I got a condom in my hair too.
Nice.
So I was, you guys Seinfeld fans?
Yeah, sure.
So I've been watching the last couple of podcasts just to see, audio-wise and production, and if there's anything we can do to kind of tweak it. And during the podcast, I seem to do this a lot, and kind of like Coco, the monkey from Seinfeld, doing this crazy things. So forgive me in my waving left arm, but
Speaking of Seinfeld, sorry, have you seen the comedians in cars getting coffee?
Not
on
seen
the
it yet.
internet? Watch it. It's Jerry Seinfeld, and he'll go out in one of his like million collector's cars, and he'll pick up like Alec Baldwin or somebody, and they'll go, and the cameras are on them the entire time, and it's just them being funny without trying to be funny.
That's awesome.
Alec Baldwin. What's that from? Is that South Park? Team America, that's what it's from.
Right.
I couldn't remember. All right, well, let's do a bit of a roll call here. So, joining us, we've got
Hooch Parkins.
Hooch Parkins.
Shiraz.
You got Shiraz.
Brett.
Brett, I remembered your name.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I needed the reminder. I've been meeting a lot of people lately, and sometimes it's hard for me
You
to
also said remembered, and it was kind of
remembered. There's bro-membered. There's sometimes I have to make little notes for myself.
I
too, so.
remembered you.
But this is easier because it's just a three-piece band, right? I can't remember what band it was, and we had like 6 guys sitting on the couch. Probably 2 Crown King. I have a hard time remembering. So let's talk. So you guys recently just got back from touring, right?
Yes.
Where were you at?
We were in Edmonton, Red Deer. Edmonton, Red Deer, Calgary, Kelowna, Vancouver. And then we flew home from Vancouver.
You guys always fly out that way?
Yep.
No more advance across
no,
Canada?
Travis for chumps.
You haven't drove in years.
Fuck no, man. I can't. The thing about being in a van, like if you go to do Canada in a van, you got to be out there for 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And that means you're breathing the farts of 5 other dudes for
Right.
4 weeks.
It's the fart box.
Fuck that. I'm not doing it.
Do you want to do me a favor? Can you pull that mic over a little bit?
Is that good? Better?
That's better.
How about
Can you
this?
hear me now?
Even better.
How's that?
Every time we move it, it just gets
Oh,
that
yeah.
much better.
Of course.
You can lean right in.
Closer to this.
Yeah.
That's a great jacket.
Thanks,
you guys,
man.
You guys all have them? Is that true?
No.
No.
No, they're
No?
not allowed to have jackets like
No?
this.
But you all have the leather jacket, though.
Oh, yeah.
The Matadors on the back, right? So is this, now, for our listeners that may not be familiar with you guys, and we'll kind of get into this a little bit because I think the conversation is probably going to steer a number of directions. But, so you mentioned you've been around these parts for 20 years. As a group together, like...
No,
has it
I've
always
been here for 20 years.
Okay.
And there's been several other people in the band.
Okay. How long have you been with these two?
Shiraz has been 4 years, 3 years? 4 years.
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. Brett, 2
Just
years.
over 2, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And all 20 years from London. You're from St.
I'm
Thomas?
from St. Thomas,
From
yeah.
St. Thomas.
Yeah.
So how did you start the idea for the Matadors? Like,
Shit.
and I'll preface this by saying, you you guys are, the pioneers, I guess, of horrorbilly,
Yes.
which is a cool genre. And I mean, there's a lot of rockabilly bands out there, but you guys certainly differentiate yourself with the image and the way that you present yourself. And
Try
you
to.
being an avid Star Trek fan like myself, I'm just curious how the idea for the Matadors was born.
It was thrust upon me mostly. Like when I was a kid, I played like country music and folk music and stuff with my, at home with my dad and stuff like that. And then me and my buddy Chris Hart, he's a local guy, and he's awesome. He's got a new band called the Painted Dogs. You should check him out. Anyway, we're both in these like sort of punk rock bands, but we both come from this country background, and we started playing country music together. We're like, you know what, we should do this as like a job. So we started playing, shitty bars and playing like the T&C, and we do like a whole weekend. And pretty soon, it got to the point where we were doing really well. Like we're packing people in all over the place. And then I was approached by the Luciferian Brotherhood of Baphomet somewhere around 93-ish. And they offered me if I sold my soul to them, to the devil, in return I would get superhuman powers on my guitar, and I'd get a giant dick, and good, all this good stuff would happen for me. So I just was like, fuck, I signed right up. And Chris couldn't handle it. He was just like, he was just off like a shot. He scared the shit out of him. So then I fired everybody, and then I hired all these other guys that were possessed by the devil, and people are weak, and I break them very easily, right? So they all left, and then 16 drummers later, Shiraz is here. Literally, go on the Wikipedia. The fucking 16 drummers. Edie knows this, and I don't know how many, 100 bass players by now. I don't know, but because you can see Brett's an athlete, he can handle pretty much anything you can throw at
Takes
him.
6.5 feet to handle this rock and roll shit.
That's just it. So all the he's impervious to all the devil bullshit and everything. So works out well.
If you can't dwarf an upright bass, you can't be in this band.
That's it. That's it.
Now, has it always been an upright bass?
It's always been an upright bass.
So
yeah.
I guess players coming into this thing, there's certain criteria or certain,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
restrictions, or not restrictions is not the word, but
Well, I write in that pocket. There's a specific pocket for upright bass that's that syncopated thing. So that's how it works.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Very cool. How many albums do you guys have?
5.
5 albums.
Working on our 6th right now. Called "Say You Love Satan." It's a good record so far. I just wish we could finish it.
Where are you guys recording it?
In Call the Office. The whole thing inside Call the Office.
Really?
Yep.
So is it a live performance recording, or?
No, well, we're trying to keep it as dirty and human as possible, just based on the surroundings. It's, you know, I mean, we found like the most live room possible for drums, and, you know, it's basically like building drum tracks around room mics, and so it's like a lot of ambient micing going on. And it really, like, it sounds to me like the building, I mean, not to say it sounds shitty, but it sounds like, it sounds
you
like a
saying?
dirty rock. It sounds like a dirty rock record. It really does. So I've forgotten the question now.
Where we're recording the record and why.
Call the
But it's
office. Well,
haunted
that's
that's the
why.
thing, is it's haunted up there, so it's like there's some weird shit going on.
It's on the stage, obviously, that you're recording.
No,
right?
No, we're recording
using
like
all sorts of
upstairs,
different rooms.
downstairs, in the fridge.
We basically have full
Yeah.
run of that whole building, right? So it's
Right.
like, if we find a room that we like, we'll just kind of set up camp there for a while, and, you know, okay, well, we'll do some guitars in here. Okay, this is a good room for drums. Let's do some drums here. So, you know, we're kind of moving about.
Yeah.
Have you ever recorded anything up there and then found some background noises that are not suiting? Because like you said, it's haunted.
We're hoping to.
Yeah, you know.
But I mean, I'm not saying that it is, but I have definitely had some interesting experiences.
Yeah, I sure
And
have.
some freaky shit that's gone on while I was up wandering those hallways before.
When we were demoing for this record, yeah, we did find some strange things in the drum tracks. It actually sounded like there was a phantom gay bar happening underneath the drums.
That's right.
And then we realized we did it on Wednesday night.
Oh.
Yes.
So
There you
So
go.
that's why.
there's a lot of bass.
Yeah.
So, but you know, once we figured that out, it was a little bit disappointing, obviously.
Yeah.
I've always heard the stories about Call the Office and upstairs being a bit freaky, but you know, is there any one incident or one event that happened that?
Oh,
You know, really-
fuck, I got a good one. I was putting, Tony like left me in there. I had to go move some shit around. So Tony, the owner of the place, said, I had to load stuff out. We were leaving for tour. So he's like, I gotta go, here, come in. So I come in, I'm loading shit from the 3rd floor to the bottom, to downstairs. I'm loading. And after a while, I'm loading this 4x12 off the stage, and I hear footsteps behind me, like somebody doing there's a stairway that comes down the middle of the building, and there's like a bit of you can do a full circle around the stairway. And I heard distinctly somebody running around that thing at least twice. And I dropped my shit, and I freaked out because I thought, oh fuck, I've left the door open. There's some homeless guy in here. He's gonna piss in here. He's gonna drink all the beer. Tony's gonna punch my face in. I'm gonna be in so much shit. So I freak out, and I grab a mop handle. I take it off, and I'm walking around the basement. The basement's fucking like the catacombs.
No, the basement
Brand
is, you don't
Paris.
go down there. unless you have to.
So I'm like looking around, lifting up boxes and shit, moving like gross black moldy couches and shit. Nobody in there. We're all upstairs, nothing. And it happened again. I was just like fucking freaking. And finally I called Tony. He's like, don't worry about it. It happens all the time. And he's so cool about it.
Oh yeah,
It's like, oh yeah, that happens, man. You're good.
because that's what happened. Well, not the exact same situation, but it was footsteps that I heard while I was up there before. That was pretty freaky.
It's haunted.
Bizarre.
That
One of
thing
those-
with the letters was really
Oh yeah.
was really freaky.
One time, there's this, the sign on the outside of the marquee. There's a stack of those like clear letters you put on. We had the stack of letters holding this door open. It's a heavy fucking stack of letters like this. And we're standing around upstairs. We're talking about something stupid, probably debating a Black Sabbath record or something.
It's possible I do that.
And next thing you know, bang! You hear this explosion. A guy run downstairs, and the letters have been they're all over the goddamn place. Kicked, fucking everywhere.
They smell anything out?
No, I didn't even check. I just started
No,
cleaning them up. I thought Tony was gonna freak out on me. So I better. Turns out it was Tony that kicked the stack.
It would be really funny
He
if
was
they
mad
did
that
spell something.
we
as
propped
he
the
kicked
door
him.
open.
Yeah,
By
I didn't like
accident.
the door propped open.
But I was convinced it was a fucking ghost.
Took me a long time to put the letters there, and then you fucking kicked them.
So did the ghost stories and the legend of the office play into the reasoning why you wanted to record there, or was it more sonically in the sounds?
It was more like we were just like debating, like, well, we could record drums at my buddy at Daryl's place or at Darren's place, or we talked about doing drums with you.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, Tress was just like, fuck it. Or actually, we were gonna do the drums on an E-kit for a while. We demoed some shit doing that, and then Tress was like, fuck, why don't we just like try it in here? We tried the first thing we tried, and it sounded awesome. So we're like, fuck it, let's just do everything in here, and then see what we get.
Sweet, man. I really want to check this out.
It's pretty neat.
I'm a big fan of unconventional recordings like that. You know, that nowadays it seems, you know, the nature of the technology allows you to really record DIY, but, you know, the traditional studio, you know, that's not always accessible to people, right? So they've got to record wherever they can. And the great thing about mobile rigs is you can kind of go into, you know, my friend told me the story about there was an abandoned house that was a couple of doors down from where he was living, and they ended up walking into this house to check it out. And it was these great wooden rooms, like these great floors, and the acoustics that were in there were really good. So after he was done recording his album, he brought a couple of speakers in there and mic'd the room and just sent the 2-channel mix through the room and recorded it so that he could get some of the room reverb
cool.
from there, which I thought was a really cool idea. But it was in just some abandoned house, you know. Speaking of abandoned houses, Detroit, you can buy a house right now for $450.
I see the cheapest I saw was $1,200 the other day.
I
For
saw
a house?
$450 was the cheapest one that I saw.
I'm thinking about actually taking out a loan and buying several plots of land and houses. Eventually, the economy is going to be better again.
It's got to.
$1,000 you double your money. All you
Yeah.
have to do is sell it for $1,000.
Yeah.
You could live down there for 6 months of the year.
It's pretty crazy.
If you really
wanted to.
You can try and live down there for 6 months of the year. You'll
Oh,
probably
Detroit's
live.
awesome. I don't know.
I like it. You've obviously been to Harpo's before.
Sure.
Worst experiences I've ever had were at that club.
I've never been to Harpo's.
We just played, or no, we almost just played at Smalls. But my starter went on my car, so we
Yeah.
couldn't make it. We were playing with the Coffin Cats. Suck dicks. Because we came from Ottawa, so I don't know what genius fucking routed that, but it was Ottawa to Detroit. Think about that. In a car.
With these
a lot.
guys.
Stupidest.
Oh,
fucking
not even a van, a
routing
car.
ever.
Yeah.
And then my starter went in Ottawa, and I was like, oh, that sucks. But I was kind of happy about it. In a way.
Well, you avoided Detroit. I always heard stories, you know. I remember traveling through when I was a kid, and my aunt was like paranoid that, you know, you'd pull up to some stoplight, and then these people would come and they'd jack up your car and take your tires right off the vehicle. I don't know if that
Roll 'em up.
actually ever happened.
Roll them up.
I had to have at least once.
Well,
Was that-
That's gonna keep any thief that's that serious rolling your window up is probably not
No,
gonna
no, absolutely.
I'm behind this
your tires.
fucker.
I'm surprised that people in Detroit haven't started coming out with like the cars that they have out in like Afghanistan with the flamethrowers
Flame, yeah.
that are coming out the side with like triggered buttons. You seen that stuff?
No.
Oh man, they have all the cabs out there have like not all of them, but there's flamethrowers
Yeah.
and like blades that come out the side because carjacking is such a huge thing out there. Wow. You could basically build your own death racer and it's legal.
Yeah, it's encouraged.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so I guess over there, it's, I don't know what the laws are, but if somebody's trying to jack your car, you're allowed to have a chainsaw blade come out.
You can kill them. Which seems reasonable to me.
We should do that to the band.
We should.
Zombify it.
Yeah, why not?
Zombie.
It's not like we really have that much to do right now.
No. Or a lot of gear to cart around.
All right, guys. Well, let's get to a song here. Actually, very privileged today to be debuting a brand new track from a band, The Messes and Miracles, who they performed here on our podcast, and will also be performing as part of our next fundraiser event, which is next Saturday, August the 10th, featuring Two Crown King, The Baxters, Divine Right of Kings, Messes and Miracles, and the Black Frame Spectacle. But I'd like to debut now this new song, if you'd allow me. They've sent in this track to us. I know they're very excited about it. They just wrapped up production at Emax Studio as part of the contest that they won with 98.1 Free FM when they got some recording time. Went in and worked with Grady and Ashbourne and came up with this product, and they're very proud of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present to you today a brand new track from Messes and Miracles. This is called "The Captain Surely Goes Down" on the London Indie Underground.
I am not your mystery, I am but your history. I believe in living deep below my underground, and I will not desensitize. I will make you realize all the things we're losing, all the things that won't be found. Hey there boy, did you really want someone to drag you down? 'Cause I will drag you down. Hey there girl, did you really want someone to pick you up? 'Cause I won't be around. Go now, love, remember me, 'cause I will not make history, but my bones will tell stories for all time. Yeah. Oh, my darling Clementine, you don't need this love of mine. You won't be lost forever deep below my underground. And I will sail this merchant ship, run aground its battlefield. I'll be lost forever when the captain surely drowns. Hey there boy, did you really want someone to drag you down? 'Cause I will drag you down. Hey there girl, did you really want someone to pick you up? 'Cause I won't be around. And go now, love, remember me, 'cause I will not make history, but my bones will tell stories for all time. And go now, love, remember me, 'cause I will not make history, but my bones will tell stories for all time. So go on and row your boat, but may you never find the shore. My dead eyes make gaze on your boat's body and broken oars, silhouetting stars, and the soul of Irish lore. With water in my lungs and my knees on the ocean floor.
Messes and Miracles with "The Captain Surely Goes Down" here on the London Indie Underground. Great track. I know those boys are very excited about their latest effort. There was a write-up in a magazine that was recently published that we posted on the Facebook page, and it was with respect to their new album, In the Process, with 98.1 FM, and they went on to announce that the CD release party for that is actually going to coincide with our fundraiser, which is taking place next Saturday, August the 10th. It's a pay what you can, admission by donation events. Bring your own beer, and we do invite people to come in and enjoy music in its most sincere form, in my opinion. And we only have one rule: no dicks. So as long as we don't have any dicks in here, we can continue to do this thing in support of all the great talent that we've got here in London. So please come and join us once again next Saturday, August 10th. Doors at 8 o'clock. 5 awesome bands. We mixed it up a little bit. We got a bunch of different genres that are going to be performing that night. But in my opinion, good music is good music. So come on out and enjoy, and you'll be able to pick up a copy of Messes and Miracles, their new EP, The Captain Shirley Goes Down. Great track.
Yeah.
I was really digging it. They've got a real, kind of a signature sound, I think. That's acoustic is certainly not an original thing, but I think it's the sound of the vocal and the blend that is really unique to them. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them. So listen, off the air, Hooch, you presented us with a story about this lovely thing that you're sitting on here.
Yes.
Could you please tell our listeners what this is and the story behind it?
Well, I've been seeing all these these 3 wolf moon shirts and fleece blankets up in people's windows and stuff, and I thought, why not a 3 hooch moon, right?
It's time.
It just seemed to make perfect sense, logical sense, right? So I made it, and then so we're selling them on we're selling them through the Luciferian Brotherhood, and they're $150 each, and the fact that nobody's going to buy them is not going to stop me from making them because I think it's awesome. And this is look at this, Shiraz. It's like I'm smoothly shaven, and then 5 o'clock shadows.
Look,
rough.
I recognize that guy. But,
Joel,
We're gonna
Shiraz.
see about 20 of them hanging from Victoria Park next year at Sunfest.
Fuck yeah.
That's
It's
incredible,
right now.
man.
Yeah.
I think that one of the things I've always appreciated about you guys is the diversity of merch that you have available.
Yeah, we have all kinds of. We have there's the Matadors tampon series, and the adult diapers. I'm really excited about those. Those are very absorbent. I'm wearing one right now, and I have severe diarrhea, so it's good to have that backing you up.
Certainly when you're on a long
The
trip from Ottawa
lunchbox.
to Detroit.
Yeah, fuck yeah. We don't stop. Eh?
Yeah.
We don't stop. We just put
Put the hammer down.
the hammer down, put the fucking diaper on. That's what they say, right? That's the old saying.
That's how it works.
Hammer down, diaper on.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So we got that. Yeah, we got the 3 hooch moon thing, and then we got it's good.
So you were suggesting that the people that printed this for you had copies of the.
Yeah. So when we sent the file over, the guy called me right away. He's like, "Oh man, I got to tell you, this is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Everybody's got a picture of this other cubicle. Can you Photoshop me up? If I send you 3 versions of my face, can you do me one?" I'm like, "Sure, man. It takes about 5 minutes." Those of you that have seen my Photoshop expertise
I love it.
on Facebook, I like to put my face on a lot of things.
So
Midgets, retards, anything I can get my hand on, anything that's gross, what's your name? Nubs from Toronto.
Nubs.
Yeah, I grafted my face on her body
Of course you did.
because that's as you do.
Yes, you do.
So, Hooch, I have a question for you. So, speaking of Facebook, I saw a bit of an infamous post. This is going back now, I think, a month, if not 2. Something to do with you're at a dog park. And you took
No, it wasn't
exception-
even a dog park. It was
No.
just a fucking normal park. where,
Okay.
So I'm at this park. Did I tell you this story?
No.
Man. I'm at this park, and this old guy pulls up in his Cadillac. It's not a nice Cadillac. It's like a 98, whatever, fuck. Anyway, so he gets his dog out of the car, giant dog, old man, and me and my kids are playing by this, climbers and shit. And there's all these other moms playing with their kids. This guy comes out with his dog. This dog takes a huge steamer right there, right in front of where the kids are playing. And I'm waiting, and I'm thinking he's gonna bag that shit up because most people do. I mean, most dog owners will bag it up and then discreetly throw the bag on your lawn
Yeah.
later.
Right, right.
Oh, yeah.
This
Or
guy
the
wasn't.
bush to the side,
Yeah, this guy was like, "Fuck that! I'm just gonna leave that to ruminate, and all the kids can just enjoy it." So I was like, "You gonna clean that shit up, dude?" He's like, "I hadn't thought about it." I was like, "For real?" He's like, He's like, yeah, for real? You can clean it up if you want, buddy. Like, laughing at me. I was like, okay, have a good walk with your dog, bud. And he walks up about, I don't know, 40 meters, and I go in my car, and I find a recycling bag, and I put the dog shit in the bag, and I jammed it all up in his handles, and then threw some in through the window. And then all the moms were just like, oh my God, that is the best. That guy does that all the time. I was like, fuck that guy. You know? And then I put it up on Facebook, and the next thing I know, there was like 5,000 shares and like, I don't know, 6 million views on that fucking thing or something. It was the stupidest thing.
Yeah, a lot of people saw that.
Yeah.
When I
So,
say dog shit, you say hero.
Yeah. So I'm, you know, like, I don't want to
Dog
say,
shit.
I don't want to say that I'm like, you know, the world's, you know, foremost dog shit activist. I've been called a hero.
You've been called a lot of things.
Been called a lot of things.
You've been
Genius.
called a D-bag,
Been called a D-bag,
an a-hole.
a-hole midget.
Yeah. Too.
But I like to think of myself as, you know, a dog shit activist. Right?
Hey, somebody's got to take up something, you know?
Someone's got to pick up that mantle and that shit. So anyway, that's what I did.
At least you had a bag. There was one time I didn't have a bag, and I ended up taking a receipt out of my wallet, kind of crinkling it up so that it was sturdy enough to hold the shit as I'm walking down the street with it.
I saw somebody sent me a YouTube video where a guy he dresses in a superhero outfit and he waits for people's dogs to shit. If they'll pick it up, he picks it up with his bare hands and throws it at them. It's like he's like Dutch or something. It's like it's in Holland. It's like, fuck, that's awesome. But I think it is in Holland. I think that's where it is. But I think dog shit's a delicacy there.
I don't know. We'd have to ask
Is that
someone.
true? I don't know.
Isn't your ex?
We could get him on the phone.
You know, it's funny because I think that's true, but I make up a lot of shit on the spot that I think's true. Like right away. As soon as I say it, I'm pretty sure it's true.
So I want to switch gears here for a second, and we need to address
If we have to.
the dog shit thing is amazing.
No, we're done with that.
Yeah, but no, I need to talk to you because you know it's well documented. I think both on your end and on mine that we're both avid Star Trek enthusiasts. Did you go to Comic-Con this year?
I went to Fan Expo. Where, Kate Mulgrew was there, and Christopher Lloyd was there, and I wanted to get my figures cards signed, but there was like 8 million fucking people in that place. I was gonna lose my shit. So I was there for like 5 minutes.
The full cast, I think, was
The
at-
full cast was there in March, but I didn't. We were on tour when that happened.
Yeah,
You should have made them all up 3-face howling moon blankets.
I should have.
They wouldn't have made their
Loved
way.
that. Here, LeVar Burton, I made this blanket of you. I love you, Geordie LaForge. You didn't believe. Have you been to a convention, a Star Trek
no,
convention?
sadly no.
It's fucking hilarious. I've been to a lot,
Yeah,
and like people ask stupid shit to like, you know, people like Brent. I went to one where Brent Spiner was doing panel, and people were like, guy stood up. He's like, "Mr. Spiner, are you Canadian?" He's like, "No." Like everyone knows that he's like, you know who he is. Okay. Have you seen the Canadian Conspiracy? No. Anything else? No, that's all I have right now. Fuck you, dude. You just made us all look like dicks. Anyway.
What did you ask him?
I didn't ask him anything.
No.
No.
Did you have a chance to meet him?
Yep. Super cool guy.
Yeah. Who was your favorite cast member that you met?
Jonathan Frakes, I'd
Yeah.
say. Yep.
No Riker, right?
Yep. He's a cool shit.
Yeah. Have you seen the Riker maneuver? There's a little YouTube video. It's a compilation of every time that he sits down on a chair.
Yeah, he has to put
whips his leg over
yeah,
top of it.
he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is he, like 6'4" or something?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
But all the chairs are really small, so
Yeah.
he puts his leg over the back.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The Riker maneuver.
I asked him some interesting things. I asked him. He directed the Thunderbirds live action movie.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a huge Thunderbirds fan.
Okay.
So I asked him about that. It's pretty cool.
Right on. Now, do you dress in any garb when you go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have several Starfleet
Do ya?
uniforms. Yeah, fucking right, I do. I got a Voyager, like Deep Space Nine one. I got a Next Generation one. I have several different. I have like a Command one. I have an Engineering one. Yeah, I have a lot of Star Trek stuff. I have this huge cabinet in my house just full of like, I think I have 270 something of the Playmates figures,
Really?
and I have all the vehicles. I'm missing Voyager, the Voyager ship.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to send me that, that'd be awesome.
It's amazing, man. You've
Yeah.
assembled quite the collection there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's every other day on Facebook. I see you posting a new one.
Boom, here's a new, yeah.
What's your T-shirts? I see you have a bunch of stuff.
I have 35 t-shirts, but they're all like 90s vintage ones.
Yeah, I was gonna wear mine today, but
I wore a Voyager one.
It's
Yes,
funny,
you
you have
did.
so many of them, and they're all equally heinous.
Yeah, Jurassic.
Every one of them.
I have a Frankie one that drives giraffes up the wall. He's like, oh man, really?
No, you know what the worst one is? The worst one is with
Dave.
Worf and his wife, and Worf's child.
It's
That's
it's a
awful.
T-shirt for specific episodes.
Oh,
The
Kalar?
episode's called it's Kalar and Worf and Alexander,
Oh,
and the episode's called
fuck all of
Reunion. It's called Reunion, and it's a real tearjerker
it is.
episode. It's like
the one she dies, right?
he meets his son for the first time, and then she gets killed,
Yeah.
and then it's like, wow, now this kid's your problem. Then he ships him off to his parents.
Roshenko's. Yeah, man. I'm a pretty big nerd. I don't have the collection that you've amassed. I only have a couple of key pieces, but
You should come over and see it.
I'd love to, man. I'd be in. Yeah.
It's funny because like people
Nerd
like
heaven.
like all my nerd friends come over and they're like, oh man, this is amazing. I just want to fuck with everything. So there's a few people that come over and I can act like, super pimp, like, yeah man, I got this fucking Bird of Prey. This is classic '95. I bought this in the box. I showed them the box. Pretty proud of it.
What's your favorite piece?
My favorite piece is my Playmates bridge set. It's the actual bridge set. It's like this big, right? And you can fit all the figures in it. It's got the bridge, and it's got like 9 buttons you can press, and it makes all the sounds. And there's like a Romulan warbird on the screen. Lights up.
So wait, you could actually stand Worf in that spot where Worf stands?
Yeah.
And make him like stand there
Yeah,
like he
he's
does?
because there's a little peg for his foot, just like the Star Wars ones.
Oh. You could
Hands of
sit
Connor.
Data like
You could sit
I'm
him
sorry, Data.
Right, you could sit Data right in his seat. It's pretty cool.
I was told there would be a Doctor Who segment of this podcast.
No,
I
there's
don't
no
know.
Doctor
I'm
Who.
beginning to
No,
think that I
no.
was
Doctor Who free. Star Trek only.
Yeah, but you can't
And
cover
Star Wars a
everything.
bit, but mostly Star Trek.
I'm not a big Star Wars fan, only because like I like science fiction. You know what I mean? I'm not like Star Wars is science fiction, but for children. You know, it is though. I mean, it really is. 'Cause
Well,
there's
it definitely is now.
There's no history.
Definitely
there's no-
episode 1, 2, and 3.
It's like that's what I loved
Those
about
don't
it.
exist.
When I was a kid, and it was like when we watched those, it was like there wasn't all this technical bullshit. There was no like metachlorians
Yeah,
and all
but-
that other shit they explained. It was just like it was
after
awesome.
Empire though, there were Ewoks and Ewoks. were-
That was awful.
that was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad.
And
Love
that-
the Ewoks, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I look at his shirt, Shiraz. Of course he loves the fucking Ewoks.
There was even a short-lived Saturday morning cartoon
Yeah, that's
about the
right.
Ewoks.
That's right. I remember that.
That's right.
2 seasons. I preferred Droids. I thought
Droids.
Droids was a bit better because Boba Fett showed up in that. So did
Yeah.
IG-88.
Right.
Only, very brief appearances. They weren't doing anything cool, but they were there.
Did you hear they're proposing a new Star Trek series?
Yes.
Captain Worf?
Yes. Would be amazing.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
Worf's my favorite character.
He's actually my favorite character.
Yeah.
Haven't they explored Infinity and Beyond already?
No, they haven't
No,
actually.
man. There's so much
Yeah.
more space out there.
Really, like the Delta Quadrant, there's still like tons.
Yeah, Voyager just touched
Liquid
like
What
space.
percent
Voyager just touched
of the Delta Quadrant?
Good
Voyager
question.
touched a cunt hair of the Delta
That's true,
Quadrant.
man.
There's so much more out there.
What was that species? What was that one species?
Oh, what the fuck's it called?
Liquid
Like,
species.
I forget.
84732.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
Like
From
that.
fluidic space.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fucking
Exactly.
intense shit.
Yeah. They're crazy. Yeah, they cornered one on
Here's
Voyager.
your fluidic space.
They cornered one on Voyager, and somebody could speak with it telepathically. I was trying to.
I don't know.
Nerd
Cass,
alert.
maybe.
It was Cass.
Yeah.
That's right. It was Cass.
And then she became like a crazy god.
Yeah. And then she thrust them 10,000 light years
Yeah.
towards home.
Knocked off like 15 years off their journey.
That's true, man.
I
That's
just
true.
finished the book that, I wish I had my iPad here. I just finished the book on tour of When They Got Home. It's pretty good. You
Oh,
should
really?
Read it, yeah.
I'd be interested in reading
It's
that.
really cool.
Fine literature there.
Now,
It was really
is it
good.
written? Here's my problem though with a lot of the literature is it's not written in the same portrayal or the same kind of vein.
This woman did a really amazing
She
job.
did, eh?
Yeah, really, really good.
But isn't that because they're all written by a million separate authors?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
From
that's
series to series and book to book?
yeah, and even episodes are written by different
Yeah.
people, but you know it's the characters that kind of bring it all full circle, right? And they're the ones that make it their own. So it's a little bit tougher to do in a book, right? Because you're reading from the perspective of a writer as opposed to an actor or an actress's portrayal of that event or that character. You know? Man, I could talk about Star Trek all day.
What?
I'm just saying.
Just because I'm clueless. What came first, the literature or the TV show and movies?
I think Roddenberry wrote
the TV show was
Yeah,
first.
he wrote specifically for that.
Yeah,
though.
it was the original pilot, and the original pilot didn't even get picked up. I think it was it took some time. They went back to it finally, and then did a run of it. But the original one obviously didn't last that long. But in my opinion, it was the Next Generation. That was the one that
Yeah.
that's the one that really put them on the map.
Yeah, I'm not an original series fan. I get my balls busted for that all the time.
Yeah.
But I just don't. It's not my jam.
No, I mean there's certain couple episodes that were pretty neat. The triples, whatever. But
Tribbles, yeah, and
Tribbles, rather.
there's the whole grouping of those like historical ones we talked
Yeah,
about.
there's like a really. I mean, I wouldn't say it was good. In fact, I think it's like it's regarded generally, isn't it? Regarded as like quite possibly the worst part of the original series. It was when they did all the historical.
Yeah,
shit.
it's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad, but they did it.
New Star Trek, we'll touch on this briefly and then we'll get to some music. You guys are coming up here. Performance here is, we're just a short ways away, but we were talking offline. The new movie. Thoughts?
I hate it. I
liked
hated
it.
it. I thought it sucked a dick.
I liked it a lot better than I liked any Star
Both
Trek
of the new ones
before.
or just the new?
Both of the new ones I think suck dicks, but I think it's like the thing with Star Trek. I think this sounds so fucking nerdy. Is that I can't believe we're talking about. I can't believe I mixed these two worlds in the first place.
How is it that you can't believe that we talk about this shit?
Oh,
all the
because it
time?
used to be like 2 years ago. I'd keep it pretty under wraps. I wouldn't talk about
It's
Star
out there,
Trek.
man.
Now
You
it's
can't put it
way
back.
out there. But there's a history and like a whole rich history, of Star Trek and the continuity and everything. And then those Abrams movies, they just like take a shit on it. And like you can toss the original series people a bone by putting Nimoy in it and thinking it's cool, but it doesn't do it for me. And why reboot the fucking original series in the first place? Like that had it, Those guys are all like dead now, we watched them all die, So it's like, do you got to go back? Like, why not reboot Voyager? There's so much more Voyager to do. There's tons of maybe the Next Generation people are old now, but I mean,
Well, I think it's because the original cast of characters is kind of iconic when you think about the franchise that is.
sure, I agree with you, but so is the Next Generation. I think the Next Generation ones are just as iconic.
I don't disagree with you. I think anytime they reboot something, it's trying to capture a new generation and keep the stories kind of moving along, because otherwise if they didn't come out with something new, out of sight, out of mind.
True, but I don't think they're going to turn people on and go, oh fuck, I really like that J.J. Abrams movie. I'm going to go back and watch the series, and they watch the series like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is this?
it's just not the same.
Spock is mind melding with a fucking piece of lasagna. This is bullshit. I don't like this.
Yeah, I
Right?
tell people if you're gonna watch anything, start with the Next Generation.
Totally.
Because the first one, you're likely to get bored. It's almost comical, and at the time it was groundbreaking because the bridge and all the technology.
Oh, it was amazing,
and stuff.
sure.
It was amazing, but comparatively now, you watch the new movie and how rich it is, and obviously with all the technology they have in it, it was pretty cool. But I personally I really liked it, and I thought it was good, and I liked how they reprised certain characters, and even the Tribbles was in that movie too. So I mean, they brought in a lot of stuff, I think, to try to keep the as much as they changed the continuity, the diehards, at least they would be able to have something to reference and say, okay, well, maybe not. Well, at least they put that in there. Maybe it's more of a an homage to the original. But that said, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I brought my girlfriend, who'd never seen a Star Trek episode in her life, and she cried during the movie. She thought it was great. She's
Nice.
like, we're walking out of there, and she's like, I think I'm a Star Trek fan.
Nice.
And then has she watched any since?
Has she? No. Well, we don't. I don't have cable, so when we sit down to watch something and stream.
You mean
shows.
you don't own them on box set?
No.
For shame.
No, yeah, actually, truth was is I had them pretty much every episode on my PVR. Because every time it came on, I would just PVR them, and but then you can't get them off the TV.
Netflix has them all.
I know, and I've seen them all a bunch of times over.
It's great.
Anyway,
There were tribbles in this movie?
there was one Tribble, yeah.
Sorry, we're still talking about Howard the Duck, right?
Yeah.
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 What's a Tribble?
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Who is from here?
He is from London.
So we got a lot of
Well,
people.
one of them.
A lot of people probably waiting on the stream. They think to themselves, "Fuck, when are they just gonna play already?"
What is this? A Star Trek podcast?
Why are we talking about Star Trek? I had to get into it because, Hooch, you're the only person that I know that knows as much about, and I would submit to you that you're more of a dedicated fan. But with the exception of my one buddy Moss, you're the only other guy that I know that I can have any kind of dialogue with that would be able to speak with authority on. So
Yeah.
I had to bring it up.
Yeah.
Had to.
My buddy Fox Tard from the Three Tards, he's a huge fan. He's the only guy I get to talk to about it.
You got another guy now.
And then you?
I got to come see your collection.
Yeah.
You do talk at me about it.
Yeah, well, I've talked about it with you.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, well, we're going to get to some music here, and we're going to get the Matadors set up on stage for a live performance. They're going to be with us for about a half an hour, so stick around. In the meantime, we're going to play some Black Frame Spectacle. This is Bored of the Lie from the London Indie Underground.
It's the same old human race. You can't resist the power of the light. Can you break the bonds of superstition? Always shackled to the mission. Well, you'll just do it again. It's a shame about your life. You're a cog in the wheel. How can anyone feel alive? As you're slaving away every goddamn day, did you ever stop to think a minute why? You'll just do it again. When the music fades, I know. We won't be the same of what I'm made of when I'm gone, right or wrong. We won't be the same of what I'm made of when I'm gone, right or wrong. We won't be the same. You come across like you're delayed is all. Or you sit on your ass hoping everything comes your way. As your life turns away through the television, is a chance to use your vision. Well, you'll just do it again. When the music fades, I know encrypted this uninspired victim, created this chaos which governs more than now. My thirst is always insatiable, financially unstable, morally incapable. No, pressure high, money low. Yeah. No matter how much I have, I always need more. Pressure high, money low.
London Indie Underground with your host Jimmy James. You're probably gonna see Brandon Eady at some point too, unfortunately.
The Alcoholics with Flashback to 93 here on the London Indie Underground. before that, we had Cease and Resist, brand new track from them called Pressure. We've been jamming that quite a bit at CHRW as well as here on the podcast, rather. And kicking it off, Black Frame Spectacle with Bored of a Lie. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased today to be joined in studio by this band, a legendary horrorbilly band. They've been around these parts, as you heard earlier, for about 20 years now. Really made a lot of noise for themselves. Toured across the country. We're going to find out a little bit more about all things the Matadors here after their performance. But without further ado, very pleased to introduce you to the Matadors.
Fell down on me. Now she blinded me. They tell you I'm gonna burn it down. And they wanna go right. Well, we ride. Shit. Sister gonna steal my soul. Put me on crazy, make me lose control. I'ma play this radio line tonight. And they wanna go right, yeah. fornicator. Baby, wanna dance, you wanna get jumping. I'll be looking like a brand new music in them. She in his house, she wants to start something. So hot, she gonna burn that mother. She wants it hot, and she wants it rolling. Yeah, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Say my name, never say it loud. Hoochie's coming off in your mouth. I want some of your hotness, drinking high beat represents. Give me those things you won't regret tonight. Yeah. I want you to go and say, I want you to leave. I want you to go on stage in a drunken rage, fucked up and freaking the fuck out. This is your chance to get up and dance to what the devil told you. Don't scream and shout that those demons out. Yeah, shake your fornicator. Shake it, baby, shake your fornicator. Give me that ass, 'cause I wanna break it. Shake your fornicator. Shake it, baby, shake your fornicator. 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 Shake your fucking shit. Well, I'm freewheeling, I'm feeling so I'm feeling gonna leave it around. No class, but I laugh fast. Give your engine till you clean out the gas. But these boys got to get you over me in line. Well, you gotta go through the metal to the school at night. Well, we rock the house and we play too loud. Burning down most of your town. You think it's just a figure out where it wrong. I'm the kind of man that can make it seem like a suicide. I fell on that knife 29 times. I'm crying, ain't lying. Robbed my heart and I hope to die. But the devils come through. Look for some fools around. In the trail club, dead bodies in a broken glass, yes. And we got black magic and a voodoo too. All the cops, what they gonna do from the fires of hell? Freeze you wild and loud. Comes a compound twice my size. Put on your weapons, only take my advice. Said fine, let's all fly high. Proper fingers, hope you don't mind dying out. Death dealing, a soul stealing, a bold stealing, and a like a bunch of women. Put a slam when I hold your hand. Better orientation. Your daughter, don't you feel so sad? This demon possession be the best time bitch ever had. Well, she drink more whiskey than a sailor's shoe. Be so bad, but you feel it on, you look like some out of National Geographic. It's gross. Stop right there, 'cause I know what you were thinking. Shut your mouth, pull out your pink leg bone. do. We'll do it all. This one's called Black Widow. It goes like this. She looks good, yes, she's dressed to kill. Long legs, tops, good and high heels. And she gets a hold, you're gonna give you a thrill. Watch yourself, kid, the girl's a Black Widow. She's dressed to possess. Your soul like all the rest. But don't listen to what she says. She's gonna rip that high right out of your chest. Well, she's gonna devastate your mind, your soul, she'll take time. Once you get through with the fruit of her hand, no way. Hey! Black Widow's right again. Never gonna see you again. She takes you by the hand. Oh, she'll devour your soul like she does. Spin a web around your soul. You can't leave her alone. You leave your happy try to rid her from your mind. You can try before you find. She got away too deep inside. Leave with a cold heartbreaker. All alone in a cold sweat, so you wanna kill your dreams. And now it just seems, now it's a goddamn nightmare, baby. Black Widow's fights again. Oh, she'll sail on baby ground. You never gonna see her again. She takes you by the hand. She'll devour your soul like she does. It's a pretty part. I play this part, not a dry seat in the house. She's gonna get inside you. You can't leave her alone. You can't leave her alone. She's gonna get inside you. You're gonna wish you were dead. You're gonna wish you were dead. She's gonna get inside your mind. Oh boy, you'll find you just can't get it from her. Black Widow's right again. You just say about everything. We're never gonna see you again. She takes you by the hand. She'll devour your soul like she does. Oh, she's gonna get inside you. She's gonna get inside you. She's gonna get inside you. Oh, oh, oh. All right, let's get serious now. How many songs we got left to do? 2 more? Okay, this one is off a new record. It's called Say You Love Satan. I hope you love Satan. General Satan sort of song. keep me waiting, baby. Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love Satan. Well, it's alright, I'm gonna bring that, I'm gonna be right, I'm gonna be right by you. Countries are getting paid later on just about to come true. Well, Satan is a sinner, the rapture cannot take it, and all you gotta do is say that you love Satan while you're masturbating before you blow your. Do you love Satan now? Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love Satan. Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love Satan. Say you love Satan, baby. It's no use in lying. Say you love Satan, baby. It's your time to die. Say you love Satan, baby. Don't you keep me waiting, baby. Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love. Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love Satan. Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love Satan. Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love Satan. Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love Satan. Say you love Satan, baby. Say you love Satan. Say. Say you love Satan. Then we're going to go back to the interview section.
I don't even care where you came from. I don't even care what you promised me. I don't even care with the clothes on.
Scott.
Hey, it's OJ.
It's Good Child.
Hey, what's up? This is Dick from Two Crown King, and you're listening to London Indie Underground.
since 2012.
on 1 second, folks. Is it Zealots? Zealots Desire.
How's it spelled?
Zealots.
That's Zealots.
Zealots. Zealots Desire with Elephant Stomp on the London Underground. Before that, Two Crown King with Oh My God. My band that's going to be performing August 10th here at our fundraiser. And then kicking it off, we had The Mercy Now, a brand new track called Decided. The Mercy Now, we've been spinning them a whole bunch, and if you're digging their sounds, I encourage you to head over to themercynow.com. They've actually made a bunch of their new recordings available for free, one a month. It's only available for the month though, so you have to make sure that you get it within the 30 days. Otherwise, you got to wait till the end of the year and buy it. So you can go once a month, download a new track. Love those guys. We're going to be having them back on at some point. I know Lee Rogers, who is the drummer from that band, he's got a side project, Lee Rogers and Rough Seas. They'll be joining us at some point, hopefully in September. But we're booking up here pretty quickly. This thing is really catching on, and I want to thank you guys. That was crazy good, man.
Oh, man.
Thanks.
No, seriously.
It's unusual we play well when we practice. It doesn't usually happen that way.
That's true. And we
Try
sort
not
of
to.
practiced all last week.
Yeah.
You know what's weird about the Matadors is we never fucking practice ever.
Why's that?
Because,
Play better.
I don't know.
Do you want
We
to pull
just-
that mic in a little bit closer?
We just one day we came back from tour, and I think we went out for like 2 weeks. It was one. Actually, I know exactly what the fuck it was.
Was that
We were
big
out.
long tour?
Yeah, we were out for like 16 days, or 100,000 days, however you count it. But I didn't want to see anybody.
For a long time.
You know what I mean? It was a shitty time, and
No,
we
it was
just
bad.
stopped practicing. But there were shows, and we're like, you know what? I'll just listen to it on my iPod. We're like, yeah, we'll be good. And we did. And the first one we did, we just fucking killed it. We're like, all right, let's not practice. And we forgot that you have to write songs as well.
Well, these songs become so ingrained, and you play them, so many times that
Yes.
it just becomes kind of second nature. It's
Well,
like
they're
ride the bike.
they're all hit songs. They're all huge,
I know,
massive
they're
songs.
Fat cocks and fucking.
And everybody
power chords.
loves those songs. Right? So you can't really start cutting songs out. If you go to a show and you cut, this is a tragic story actually. We
Tell it.
Tell some stories.
We were playing a show in Hamilton, Ontario, a long time ago. This is long before you kids were in the band. That sounds so douchey. So anyway,
That's not even the douchiest thing you've said to me today. though.
no, God no.
He's working on it.
Yeah, it'll come.
it's coming.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
So then, listen. So then, this girl comes to the show and she says, "Hey, can you guys play Evil Eye?" Because that was our big song back then, Anyway, so we didn't fucking play it.
Yeah.
We didn't play it, and she committed suicide.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
As a result of you not playing that
As a
song.
result, I think, from the coroner's standpoint, and I spoke with her quite a lot, is that I think she killed herself because she lived in Hamilton. It was very clear where she lived. Right
Wow.
down, not on the mountain, but right in the city of Hamilton. And I don't know if you've ever been there.
No, I know exactly what she looks like just by her city. She was gross.
Yes.
She was gross.
What is that?
She was human garbage.
So is
Yeah.
living in Hamilton? That's a sort
Yeah,
of
everything in
commentary
Hamilton
on
is
the
gross.
Aesthetics. of
Everything
the
is
women?
gross. The last time we got to Hamilton, we pulled over the van and Brett got out. He took a shit on the street just to clean it up. I don't know why you're laughing. It's absolutely fucking true.
That's
the
not.
only place
I'm
on
having
earth-
an emphysema attack.
The only place on earth where you can spend $28 on shawarma.
And they still bring it to you in fucking tinfoil. I was like, you know what? If I spend $28 on a chicken shawarma, you better not serve it to me in fucking tinfoil.
Knife and fork.
That's some weak shit. We eat at all the good places.
And you're like, no!
I was like, no! And they threw me out. They thought I was a geek. They thought I was a nerd. They thought I was fucking crazy.
I thought he was local.
Well,
Well.
so
pangs-
anyway,
the pangs of
a
touring,
lot,
eh?
most, like a good 98, 99% of all of that was completely not true.
For that 2%, it'll be a mystery.
Nah, there's some of it in there.
So you
always
guys
a little
have to-
But isn't there always just a
Always
little
a
truth?
little kernel.
Just a little truth.
That little piece, that separates us from the beasts.
So listen, I have a couple of questions for you, and I want to ask you guys honestly and get your opinion on this. So London's music scene is, like I suppose any other music scene, is had its ups and downs. Some people, when they pinpoint, the high, I guess the high point of our scene, is kind of yesteryear. Back in the day, we had a lot more venues that bands could play at. It seemed that the kids came out to shows, and there was there was a lot more awareness and a lot more passion, and people attended shows. And I think in some respects there's a bit of a resurgence of that. I mean, we're certainly seeing that, and right now, and I look on Facebook and I follow a lot of bands, and the general consensus right now is something is happening in London. There's a great new crop of talent. The hardcores have always been there and will always be there, and will continue to go to shows. But I'm a firm believer that there's a lot of new blood that's emerging right now.
Absolutely.
And I want to ask you guys, because you've been around here, these parts for a long time, and one of the things that we do above and beyond showcasing talent is we try to give some insights into perspective to aspiring and emerging artists on the scene and things that they can do, whether it's touring, networking, whatever the case may be. But fundamentally, I want to ask you guys, what do you think about the London music scene right now? What are you excited about?
Well, I'll take some of this question. Because I'm 40 now, I've lost my ability to determine scenes. Like, I don't know, like for you guys, it must be like everybody's in a different, like there's a whole bunch of great bands in London, but nobody's really aware of what the other's doing.
Right.
Ever. Like we know we're all working, but there's no like back in the 90s, the early 90s, late 80s in London, there was this huge scene, and there was like all kinds of fucking venues, or like the Electric Banana was still there, and the Wick was still there, and the Key West was still there, all those places, right? So, but there was all these like, punk bands and grunge bands, decided to be grunge bands. Boris is back and stuff like that. And there was a definite separation of the genres, but now it's like I'm not aware of fucking anything. Like, I know Two Crown, I see you guys working, but I don't know anybody else.
Wasted potential.
Waste potential, but I only see them working here most of the time. Like I've tried to get them a Toronto show for our Rapture Fest show.
Right.
The bill was fucking packed. But oh no, that's not true. That's not true.
Single mothers are working.
Single mothers are fucking
Single mothers
fantastic.
are-
I always forget
are
they're
all the
from here. They're fucking amazing.
Because
They
they
were
were
just
on tour.
recently signed.
Never hear anymore.
Recently signed to record label.
Yeah, it's so good. And they fucking they jammed like a room away from us. And fuck, are they good?
Where do you guys rehearse?
Above Call the Office.
Okay. Where you're recording?
Where we're recording our record, our crazy haunted fucking mind-raping record, which I think I might call Pet Sounds 5. Because, Pet Sounds 1 was good, say.
It was alright, but the thing is, we've gone so far beyond it.
Innovative.
Yeah, but didn't you go to bed for?
And then, that's what
How
he
many
had
years
to do.
after?
Me, I don't need that kind of
It was just
rest.
so good. You
Look
just
at me.
retired.
I'm an Adonis.
He couldn't hack it.
So what happens is, me and Therese were like, fuck it. Fuck Pet Sounds 2. We're going right to 5. And so we've made Pet Sounds 5.
2, 3, and 4, they're just, it's not good enough for
No.
us. We're just gonna bend minds.
That's right. Explore the space.
Explore the space, the whole thing, all that shit.
The cowbell.
But there are some great bands in London right now, and
Yeah, Shiraz. If people don't know, you are a sound man.
Guy.
Sound guy. I could say sound man, but at
I
one of the
prefer
prominent
slave.
indie clubs here in London, called The Office, which has been a kind of a mainstay for independent music here in London, and has survived amidst the crumbling of the likes of the Embassy and the Salt Lounge and
It's like-
countless others. But you're in a privileged position where not only do you get to see these bands, but you get to work with them, right?
Yeah.
So I'm interested to get kind of your take on what you feel is the buzz in the scene right now.
well, there are a bunch of local bands that I like, and bands that sort of spent their time in London, because it is kind of a sort of a, I don't know what's the word, transient sort of population. Like people come and go, and so like especially with MIA and OER and things like this, people come and they form bands, and then they're a band here for a little while, and then they move off to wherever they're going to go.
Right.
So like for example, like the band I'm thinking of in particular right now is the Standstills, who I think are now back in Oshawa. I think
was
they're
gonna say
living in
Whitby,
Oshawa.
but-
Where were they from?
Yeah. What's that? Where were they?
They were from here.
Yeah. They formed an MIA.
Here.
And so, and like I really liked their last record, and I thought that was good. The Diadics are also very interesting.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they're like Matt, that guy. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he
never
he
seen
plays
anybody that plays like
bass
that guy.
with his left hand
Yeah.
on a pad, and then drums.
Oh,
with
I've
his
seen
right.
those guys.
Yeah, and Kevin Kennedy.
They're a two-piece like metal
They're
thing.
well,
right.
it's sort of like I don't know what you
like
call them.
pop
rock.
metal, pop rock.
Yeah.
But
I saw them. They had like the double bank fucking rolling.
Yeah,
you
that's
got
right.
it.
Bass thing.
He
Fuck,
plays
it
the
was
bass.
cool.
yeah,
And the drums.
yeah. They're he's on tour right now with his wife. They play in
They're
a group
from
called the
here.
Marys.
Holy shit. See,
Yeah.
I have no fucking
They're
idea.
from here, you know. Then like Wasted Potential, obviously. Those guys were all in bands before, like
Yeah,
you
they
know,
were
Nick.
Stay Home and stuff.
Nick was in Radio Delete, yeah, and
Yeah.
Dustin was in Stay Home, and what other bands did they come out of them?
You know, it's
Mullet
funny.
Corpse, was that one of them?
Yeah, that guy, that
Yeah,
guitar
Mullet
player.
Corpse.
It's
That
funny
guitar
that you
player,
mention
he's
this
from
because
Mullet
that's kind of one of the ongoing themes here is
It's
that we've
amazing.
realized there's a bunch of these bands that have been forming out of the ashes of all these other bands.
And
right?
it was really exciting actually for me to see Wasted Potential after seeing all of those other bands and
right.
all of those other guys playing in other bands, for them to come together and form Wasted Potential. Man, it was their first show was so good.
Yeah.
It
He
was
actually
just-
called me from that show. He's like, "You gotta fucking see these guys."
It was incredible. I wanted to put them on a Matadors bill like the next day
Yeah.
because like I just thought it was that good. Single Mothers, it was the same thing. I think it must have been their second or third show. I was doing a bunch of recording at the office back then, and I ended up recording their second or third show. And it was the lineup was a little bit different, obviously, but a lot of the songs were the same. I got home and I was mixing that show, and I remember thinking to myself, "My God, this is really something."
Yeah, those guys are intense.
You know, it was cool.
Yeah, they're on something, no question. They're going to be joining us, Wasted Potential,
Yeah.
next week here, which I'm hoping, if you're able to attend.
Yeah, I'm totally
sure,
coming down
I'm
for
sure,
that.
I'm sure Dustin would be flattered.
Yeah,
if you
I'm just gonna
came.
bring 1 billion people to that show.
Yeah, we can only.
But you were
fit
talking about
300.
Single Mothers.
Well, single, yeah, I was
That's
talking
what you
Single
recorded.
Mothers, but again,
band
like
too.
it's the same kind of thing. Like in Single Mothers, like for a while they had Justice from what was it, Hunters and Anglers, I think was his band, and who again, another band that I mixed a few times, and it's just like the thing that disappoints me though, like without taking up too much time, because I am, and I do that.
Not at all.
But the thing that really disappoints me about the London music scene, and I think it's not just a London phenomenon, I think it's an everywhere phenomenon, because I see it at Matador shows all the time. And basically it's that people don't really bother. There was a time when people would come out and see opening bands. And there was a time when Collie Office doors were at 9, I was in at like 9:10.
Right.
And waiting for the opening band to go on. And I would watch all of the bands. And, some of them were good, some of them were not so good. Some of them excite you, some don't. But people really don't seem to do that anymore. People have a very firm idea of who they want to see, and they'll even, they'll Facebook this band and say, "Hey, what time are you guys on?" And they'll just basically piss
I
away
always
their
say,
night.
I'm on at party o'clock.
Well, there you go. Like,
Like, get the fucking venue.
come
for
to the
fuck's
fucking
sakes.
show. See the bands.
So would that be one of your biggest pieces of advice that you could give to, not necessarily musicians, but the casual listener?
Not to musicians, but absolutely to the casual listener, because like a band like Wasted Potential, a band like Single Mothers, I've seen those guys play to like virtually nobody, and it's
Hey, I know a headlining band that played to nobody like 3 days ago. It's this little
so
band
do
called the
I.
Matadors.
So do I.
We fucking played in Kelowna, which, maybe there was 8 fucking people in that place. There was no promotion done apparently. Like there was a poster done for the tattoo festival, but not specifically for, hey, the Matadors are in town. So nobody knew, which was pretty weird.
Yeah.
But that's just a marketing thing. That's where I come in usually. I'm a marketing fucking genius.
There we go.
I am to marketing what Eddie Van Halen is to
Drugs.
sucking dicks. You know what I mean?
I knew he was like a legendary booze hound. I didn't know that he was
Yeah.
a cocksucker as well.
I'm kidding. I'm trying to
Now,
say.
Rick Emmett.
I'm trying to say that I am the Eddie Van Halen.
Rick
market.
Emmett, though. Boy, oh boy. Have you heard about
Guy's awesome.
one of the greatest bands that I ever mixed was Rick Emmett's new project, Emmett's Lust.
Oh
it's called.
yeah, that was weird. What a weird band that was.
It was strange.
They were dressed like schoolboys.
Yeah.
His bass player and his other guitar player, and they were very short. In fact, the one guy wasn't even short. He was like Brett's height, but he played up with his shoes on the ground with his knees in his shoes.
Knees in his shoes.
Yeah, and
Really?
Rick did a mock,
Bizarre.
where he molested one during the show.
Yeah.
And the guy was a fantastic actor. Like,
Living
he
theater.
looked like a kid,
Yeah.
and he fought him off, and it was just like amazing.
That was quite a show. But even that show was underattended.
Yeah.
It was a shame.
Well, I mean, I think, I want to say the problem, but I don't like to use the word problem, but I think the challenge is twofold. I think it's on the one side is the awareness piece. People need to know what's happening, which is what, part and parcel of what we're trying to do here. But beyond that, I've always said that word of mouth is always the best advertisement, right? So when
Yeah.
somebody comes to you and says, dude, you need to fucking go and check this band out because they are crazy good, you know what I mean? That's going to have a lot more clout than somebody sending you some random Facebook invite. And nowadays, Facebook has really changed. I thought in its infancy and in the earlier years, it was really cool because it tuned me into a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have heard of otherwise.
Yep.
But now, because it's now a publicly traded company, we post stuff out and it doesn't go to as big of an audience as we'd like. And furthermore, there's way too many, things like Farmville and shit that I get all these.
Here's the thing with
fucking requests.
Facebook, though. It's a great site to fucking, if you're a band, to interact with fans like right away.
Right.
Like my Facebook is on right now. Like,
Yeah.
and any Matadors fan can click. I add all those people.
Right.
Either through, I think we have like 10,000 people on the Matadors I think I have 3,000. Is that my voice doing that?
That's your voice out there, man.
Okay.
You're reverberating.
So I have access to like thousands and thousands of people all the time. So basically what I do when I'm at home, when I'm just doing my own shit, is I got the Facebook on, anybody can pop on. So what I'm trying to get at is, when you're talking about underattended shows, I think what's happening is it's a fucking marketing issue. Promoters don't promote anymore. A promoter will put a fucking poster up inside the venue and decide that that's like enough promotion.
They put a lot on the bands, right?
And then
Band's
they expect, well,
responsibility.
you got to do that. It's like, listen, if you put a poster in the fucking venue, that's like, you want a job, you give me, like, you take your resume, you want a job, you get your resume, I'll print it up, and then you open your refrigerator and you put it inside and you close it and you hope and pray that somebody's going to give you a fucking job. That's not how it works. It's just stupid.
And beyond that too, though, there are bands that that have kind of a pretty vicious sense of entitlement about things, and they want something for nothing sometimes, I think.
Sure.
And they treat you like as a guy who, like, basically, like, as a sound guy, you kind of like work sort of in the service industry. It's not my show, it's their show.
Right.
And some bands
Yeah, but in a band, you're in a service industry too. It's not your show. It's the audience's show.
well, sure, but my job is to serve the band,
Oh, yeah, I see
to
what
make
you're
sure
saying.
they're happy, to make sure that they sound, good, hopefully.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I don't know that it's like it's probably always going to be this way, but a lot of bands, I get the impression they just expect that just because they show up means that they're going to have people fall in love with their band, and it's just
they
not the
don't
way it
work
is. They
very
don't
hard.
bother with a show.
It's a lot of work, man.
Oh, it's funny because we see a lot of fucking bands that like you saw what we just did there. Like that, I don't even feel like that was like full throttle tonight.
No, it wasn't. It absolutely
Like
wasn't.
because it was a weird environment and shit like that. But like we go fucking hard, like all last
And we
week.
didn't Kelowna. We didn't. When there's nobody there, we still go.
We
pretty good.
still went in and put like a fucking straight hour in with like maybe 2 stops.
So just 10 people that paid.
Why wouldn't you go balls out for me here?
It was just a weird environment. Like it's a very strange sounding stage. Like that, I would say we did 90%.
I think that I don't think what he's saying is that we didn't go balls out for
breaking your
you,
balls.
but I think what we're saying is that we were definitely conscious because
Oh, no, I'm not drinking that. You're crazy.
it's the piss. He wants.
We
to
also knew we were going to be recorded, so We're
We
probably paying more attention to sound quality.
we definitely paid a little more attention to, like, you know, for example, getting the words out. Trying to, you know,
I realized that it was going to be recorded, and I wouldn't be able to just like fake the words like I do every other day. But there's fucking shows where I literally, I think, because I'm kind of, sometimes I get a little bit fucked up, I'll say.
I would say that.
And I'm pretty articulate with my hands, but my brain doesn't exactly work very well. So the words just get fucking, like I have MS, which is megascrotum. It's megascrotum.
It's a really tragic illness. It claimed Clive Burr earlier this year,
It actually did.
drummer from Iron Maiden.
Rest in peace, Clive Burr.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we're approaching the end of the podcast here, so I kind of want to throw it to you. So, no. That wasn't a necessary segue. It was just the reality of the time. But
Because it's only going to get worse from here.
is that so? Well, maybe we should stick around for a bit. We'll probably talk more offline. But
Totally.
that said, I'm assuming there's some new listeners here that are connecting with you for the first time. So we're assuming that you've had some fans that are tuning into this. But for those that haven't seen you before, where can they find some information about you? Where can they connect with you?
Call the office 5 days a week.
Yeah, you can find me in there. No,
be at the
like
bar.
the Facebook, on Facebook, the Matadors. And where else? We have a band camp, the Matadors. Not the shitty UK Matadors, the good Matadors with all the fucking satanic shit on the record. That's us. Good looking guy, giant forehead.
Giant cock.
That's me, yeah, huge. Check my Tumblr out. I'm hung like a fucking elephant.
And that was part of the deal with the devil, right?
That's it. I mean, if I was born with that, I would have been a lot more popular than I was. wouldn't I?
Well, listen, I want to thank you guys for coming in and joining us. And I was alluding to this earlier, but we're going to be doing an event every month. London Indie Underground, we're a not-for-profit organization that is dedicated to promoting independent musicians from London and southwestern Ontario. And we're survived by fundraisers and donations. I mean, certainly we do have other areas of the business that bring in income, me as a producer or as a rehearsal studios, but truth be told, this takes up, I think, the most amount of my time in terms of the preparation. I mean, Wednesday, this is a full day event. It's an ongoing thing too with online promotion. It takes a lot of time and effort, but the rewarding thing is that it's been met with such enthusiasm, and we're making some progress here, and bands have been afforded opportunities as a result of what we're doing here. So we're going to continue to do this, and we ask that anybody that attends these shows here on a Wednesday, we've set up a little donation box. If you feel so inclined to do so and drop a couple of bucks in, anything that we collect here is going to go right back into continuing this high level of support for London and southwestern Ontario. And when we do these shows, I would absolutely love to have you guys come and be a part of this
Yeah,
thing.
man, fucking right.
That would be
I'm
great.
coming to the Waste of Potential one for sure.
The last, the Waste of Potential is
I
going
want
to
to
be
get
on the
Butch
Wednesday.
Holler out here, actually.
Yeah, Butch would be amazing to have.
He's fantastic.
Rude.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
On radio.
I've seen him.
He has a new suit. It's
He's ornery.
amazing. You should see it. It's like a mint green polyester suit. It's all like studded like Mr. Furley.
Is he wearing it tomorrow?
It's fucking hysterical.
I love Mr.
He looks
Furley.
like an asshole. Ascot, whole thing.
Well, that said, the once a month events that we do are much bigger than this. We usually have a minimum of 5 bands perform. Last time I think we had 150 people out. We have another one coming up August 10th, which we'll post some information for. Which is my band is going to play Two Crown King, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, I want to see you
I'm
guys.
very excited that the guys in my band, there's 7 of us all together, so the other 6 were very quick to pledge their support for what I'm doing. The Baxters are going to be playing, which is phenomenal. If you haven't seen them yet, I know you mixed them.
Yep.
We played at Call the Office there. Phenomenal band. We also have the Black Frame Spectacle. We played one of their
Yeah,
songs
man.
a little earlier.
Those guys.
We have Divine Right of Kings, which is like a hardcore metal band. They're going to be coming in. It's a diverse night. There's no question. We've got a bunch of different talent, and the Messes and Miracles. It's going to be their CD release party here. They'll have the new disc available. So it's definitely a mix of music, but we're trying to showcase a bunch of different talent, not necessarily just one genre, because there's so much of it here in London. But that said, I would love, if you guys or even Butch, if I got into contact with him, if he would be
For
interested
sure,
in doing
yeah.
that would be great too. But once again, I want to thank you guys for coming in. That was a stellar performance. I know
thanks.
the crowd. I was talking to the crowd outside there briefly, and obviously, you've got some solid fans here in London as a result of all the work that you guys have put into this thing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. No, thank you. Oh, I wanted to show you. I don't know if I brought it up. Did I bring it over? Yeah, buddy. Check this out.
The bottle opener. I have a pizza cutter.
Really?
Yeah, my girlfriend.
I've heard about this thing.
Or yeah, she got it for me.
It's my enterprise bottle opener.
Or whatever.
That's pretty badass.
So at the end of my podcast, gentlemen,
It looks more like the Excelsior class ships.
It kind of does, yeah.
Like
Yeah, sure.
Looks like not the Stargazer, but
yeah, kind of like the Stargazer.
no, it looks like the Crazy Horse.
Not whatever. I don't care.
I get it. It's not the 1701.
This thing's
Because
amazing.
if that
Watch
was
this.
the 1701, these would be way up. But I digress. So when we get to the end of the podcast, I usually take a couple of minutes to thank the sponsors, and I hope you guys, with your permission, I'll take a minute to do this.
Yeah,
Okay.
do it.
This is the part where I talk a whole bunch, so you'll have to bear with me. So if you can click on the sponsors tab for me. Boom. So first off, I want to thank Brandon Eady at Summer Camp Productions. Brandon, one of the prominent booking agents here in London, cut his teeth working at the embassy, I guess, and then moved over to the Salt Lounge. Now he's been booking primarily out of the London Music Hall, Rum Runners, and he's got a rooftop party that's going to be happening this Saturday. Definitely want to go and check it out. If you've not been to his rooftop parties, they're pretty infamous. The last time, I think there was a couple hundred people there, and he's there as DJ Teen Wolf, and he busts out all the greatest hits, so you want to come and check it out. But I want to thank him for all the support that he's offered us here at London Indie Underground, and particularly with everything that he's done for the bands. I know that what we've done is created some awareness for Brandon in terms of some of the talent that he wasn't exposed to before. But that said, he's been booking around these parts for a long time. We owe him a lot of credit for all the effort that he's put into the community here, and we're going to continue to work with him. We're going to be sponsoring some of the events. But I'd like to personally thank Brandon. He's absent at the moment. I'm guessing he's in the other room drinking some beers. Either that or he's at one of his shows here in town, because that's what he does. So Summer Camp Productions, check him out on Facebook, follow along. If you want to find out about some of the bigger shows that are coming into London, it's usually Brandon that's involved with that. Check him out, Summer Camp Productions. I also need to thank Jay Rhoda at Jay Rhoda Photography. He's here tonight. Took a bunch of photos of the Matadors during their performance, as well as some video. If you've been following along, you'll see even last week during Searching for Satellites, he took some video, posted it up online, turned out great. Jason is one of London's premier photogs. He's been doing this for 20 years. The guy really knows how to work with light, and he's a really motivated guy and really wants to connect with some bands right now. So if you happen to be looking for some promo shots, he'll do some live shots for you or some band shots. This is the guy that you want to connect with. He's very affordable, awesome guy, awesome beard. Get at him, Jay Rhoda Photography. Also need to thank the Submission Academy and my friends Jane and Steve Poulin. They're located at Dundas and Egerton. They've got the London's premier Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club. If you happen to have some kids and you're looking for martial arts, I think sometimes people always think of karate and judo, but truth is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one of the fastest growing sports in the world, and it's a great way to build some confidence through hard work and dedication. Their kids program is phenomenal, and for those that are interested in getting into the competitive side of it, they've got a competition class, and believe me, their students right now are cleaning up. They're walking away with medals left, right, and center. Great school run by two of the nicest people that I know, and two people that are the most dedicated to their craft and their school and their students. Check them out, submissionacademy.com. Need to thank Scotty Finlayson, aka Scotty Fairmont, who runs fullcolorcards.ca, hooked us up here at London Indie Underground. You'll see this guy usually at Barney's. He plays on the patio. He's the guy jamming on the djembe. You'll also see him at the Poacher's Arm. Great guy, branched off, doing his own thing now, doing some custom graphic work as well as business cards. If you happen to be in the market for business cards, believe me, this is the guy that you want to go see. Did some work not only for me, but for my bands as well. Brilliant, just an awesome guy to work with. That's a real key factor for me when I'm dealing with people. Check him out, fullcolorcards.ca. Last but not least, I need to thank Mr. Manson Keeler. Listen, I posted up some pictures earlier today. I just came back from the tattoo shop. He did a bunch of work on me. And Manson and I have ventured into a bit of a partnership where we're doing a bit of an exchange, and he's doing some work on me in exchange for advertising. And believe me, this is not something that I take lightly, because you're putting this onto your body forever. And I wanted to make sure that I had the right guy, a couple of consultations with him, and I couldn't be more happy with how the work is turning out. We still got a lot left to do, but you can check out where our progress so far. And that said, the more and more people that I talk to, the more and more people I'm finding out that have been to him and endorse him wholeheartedly. So this is a guy that you want to go see. There's a lot of tattoo shops in town where you can get some flash work done. You know, you walk in, you pick something out of a book. That's pretty easy to do, and I'm sure most tattoo artists will attest to that. But at the same time, if you're going in conceptually with something that you want to put into a tangible piece of art on your arm, and keep in mind, this is for life, right? You want to make sure that you're making a connection with the right person, and in my mind, there's no better person to go and check out. So Manson Keeler, he's at Dundas between English and, I can't remember the name of the other street. English and, it's somewhere around English. Just check him out. You can't miss it. He's got one of those 10 signs out in front of the store. Awesome guy. Book your consultation today. Believe me, you won't regret it. And I think that's it. I think I thanked the sponsors, right? And we can come back to this shop. Boom. There we go. So thanks for bearing with me, guys.
Well, I'm
We
glad I have my
gotta do
blanket.
that at the end
I'm
of
glad I have my blanket for that.
Yeah, you're all cozy there with your 3 huge
If I had a
blanket.
cat, it'd be great.
So, do you guys have anything coming up in London anytime soon?
No, we're in we fly to Winnipeg for one day this Sunday, and then St. Catharines on the 17th at Rockford's, and then the Velvet Underground in Toronto, and we're opening for the Mahones,
Oh, really?
which is pretty awesome.
That's a great show.
Yeah,
And how long do you think?
we never open for anybody, so it's like this is
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm stoked.
How long do you think until we're going to be able to hear some new music from the Matadors?
Man, we have some. I could have brought some.
I have some with me.
You should hook it up so I can play it, because we've got the radio show. I do a primetime radio show every Friday on
Yeah.
CHRW 94.9 from 3:30 to 6 p.m. with Brandon Eady, and we play all the best stuff from London and Southwestern Ontario.
I should have.
Put it in my hands, gentlemen. I'd love to play it for you.
Okay,
Okay?
sounds good.
Cool. All right, folks. Well, I want to thank you for tuning in to another edition of the London Indie Underground, London's only independent music broadcast showcasing some of our area's most talented artists, bands, and personalities. My name is Jimmy James, and we are signing off from the Vault Recording Studio in Adelaide and Princess. I want to thank you for tuning in. Join us this Friday from 3:30 to 6 p.m. on CHRW Radio, and join us next week here on the Indie Stream podcast for our guest, Wasted Potential. I want to thank you guys once again, the Matadors, ladies and gentlemen. Check them out online if you dig the sounds, and we'll catch you next week. Oh, I need to thank Derek Lung over here from CHRW. He's the new marketing director over there. He came in, he's been doing some volunteer work with us. He's running the cameras for us tonight. I also need to thank Greg Hatchett, who is a professor at MIA. He's with us today. He's been doing front of house sound for us. I want to thank Ajay and all the volunteers that help us run this deal every Wednesday night. I want to thank everybody for your attendance. So, hope you have a great night, folks. We'll catch you on Friday.